Would you like to come through and take a seat?
Yeah.
Sorry, how are you feeling today, Lee?
I know it's about commuting today.
Okay, and I hope we can resolve that and get through whatever is going on with you. I see your referral here. First, we'll just go through some of our guidelines and our contracts, and then you'll sign it whether or not you want to work with us or not, all right? So, here we have our contract, our confidentiality. Now, everything shared between us will be treated highly confidentiality and will only be broken if there are serious circumstances which I'll point out now. So, if you're at risk of self-harming or anyone else, if your counselling records need to be requested by a court of law, if another party has requested your information or you agreed to this with written consent, and we can work that out. But wherever possible, I will consult you in regards to any referrals or follow-ups and anything like that that may be needed. So we are person-centered here at our services. If you would like to go about our services in another way or find something that better suit you, we can arrange that. Our sessions and our cancellations, so that's when we're available. Our sessions go between 30, 20, or an hour. And any cancellations or rescheduling, like a 24-hour notice. So here's our payment fees, and I see that you've actually come through on a scheme with us, so that's all fine. With our record keeping, I will be taking notes. So you are actually able to request a look at these notes. They're always on file if you need them. And they will be kept on record with us for at least 7 years. So if anything is needed, we can provide that for you still. With our referrals, we will discuss those with you. We'll find someone who is better to suit your needs if needed. Upon the referral, there will be a consent form that needs to be filled out by you. With our email and telephone contact, they're limited to practical arrangements only. We unfortunately do not enter into telephone or email counselling unless agreed upon prior to, so that's just a heads up. But if you're ever faced with an emergency between sessions with me or anyone else, please call 000 without doubt. They will be there if anything is needed. It's okay. There are always services available if I can't get to you straight away. Now, ending our services. If you decide to end our mutual agreement, a 48-hour notice would be preferred, just so we can sort out all of those arrangements for you, and it's a bit more appropriate to our service. Now here we have our service guarantee. We like to, cater to each client and their personal needs. You will be treated with respect. You will receive a competent and professional service. If I can't provide the service for you, someone else will, then I'll make sure that they can do their best to suit your needs, okay? So you will be having consent for any counselling. So if I was to send you a referral, I would always let you know prior to, okay? We will be clear about our goals, that we will be working together. You will receive any additional support services if you need. If you would like a different counsellor or a preferred gender, just let me know and we can sort that one out for you. You have the right to terminate at any time. You'll receive a service free from sexual harassment, and you will be shown respect for your cultural background and language traditions. So if you would like a translator or anything like that, we can arrange that for you as well. And you will receive disability support when necessary or referred to by your public services. If you'd like to sign it there that you agree to our services, that would be great, thank you. So, I can see you're pretty nervous about being here today. Would you like to discuss with me as to why that is?
I think I'm dealing with a lot of financial stress recently. It's just become a bit too much and a bit too overwhelming for me to kind of deal with properly and civil-mindedly.
You mentioned civil-mindedly. How are you conducting yourself? Okay, Are you having any emotional outbursts? Are you recording yourself?
I find myself in tears more and more frequently due to just everything being so overwhelming and hard to deal with.
Okay. So, what are causing these overwhelming feelings? What's going on there?
So my husband has this laid off work 2 years ago. So it's just me who's working, which is it's a bit stressful because I'm the one who's supporting us at the moment, us all. So it's just a bit difficult to be able to be stressed and under control.
Okay. So, what do you do for work?
So I tutor English as a second language to others. Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely to know. Fantastic. Do you enjoy your work?
I do really enjoy it.
Too. I'm glad to hear that. How are you with your colleagues at the moment? How is all of that going?
At the moment it's been a bit tense. I feel like I've been a bit rude to them maybe.
What does that
A
mean?
bit negative towards even my students as well, just because of the home life is just becoming more and more involved in my work life, and I just can't have that.
So, you're with work and home. I can see it's all coming together. Are these negative feelings from work reflecting on your husband at home?
Yes and no. So yes, because it's always a bit tense at home because he's there and he's been trying to look for work and can't find it, so it's just been relied upon me at the moment. But it's also been a bit tense for him because he has not been using it well either.
Okay. Now, I can see with the financial stress of it all, how are you and your husband working on that? What's going on there?
So we've been really relying on the banks to help us out, and he's been really tight, and we're getting a build-up of our credit cards. It's just they're being overloaded, and it's just not ideal.
Okay. So, I can see that you're in a lot of financial stress and the fact that you're accruing debt. Have you sought out any financial aid or financial assistance?
Not at the moment. We've been receiving letters. We have to. It's saying that we have to pay this by this time. And, yeah, it's just it's definitely a bit overwhelming for myself and my husband.
I'm sorry.
Well, since I'm the only one who works, and the money that I'm also working towards goes towards my mother, who is in a fully care facility, and since I am in the work and I've got to help her and also try and help my husband at home, and it's just becoming a lot.
Is there any financial aid you've been able to receive with your mother in her care?
We haven't looked into them as much because I've asked my siblings to help out a bit, and they're always like, yes, we'd love to help, and then they don't come through at all.
So, yeah. By the sounds of all of the financial stress going on, I can actually sort out a financial counsellor for you because that is someone who can help you with all aspects of the finances, with debt, with sorting your bills, better save those things, and I think that I can sort that for. I know I can sort that for you. I can get that referral done. I'll make a note of that for you. So, are you and your husband open to participating in financial counselling together, or would you prefer to go about it yourself?
I think we both be open to it. Like, it would be better if we were both there to sort out everything that needed to be sorted out financially at the moment.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're willing to partake in that. Are there any other things going on? I know you're under a lot of stress with work and with your husband at home. How's your husband treating you amongst us all?
He has been doing it in his own way, but it does also reflect on myself. He was quite rude to me frequently. It's going more and more frequent because of the amount of debt that way, and it's becoming a bit much.
You know, your husband's been rude. Is it verbal? Is it physical?
So it is verbal, grooming, racial insults to me.
I'm sorry to hear that. Are there ways you two can sit down and communicate, and do you have any strengths that you can lean on in regards to these?
Well, we do heavily rely on each other, but it is quite overwhelming with the financial problems that we're trying to get through and trying to pay for debts and help with my mother in the facility. But it's like we barely have the time to talk because I'm always working, or, helping my mother out, and he's always looking for a job and trying to get around it.
Well, I'm sure I can also refer some job agencies for you guys. I can give you a list of those at the end of our session so that it might help your husband out and that things will pick up there with you both. In regards to your siblings, are they helping provide for your mother in any other way and helping with this financial burden?
No, they don't help out with it, which is why we've also been struggling because they say they will and it's what that comes to mind.
I can see how it's stressing you out a bit, and I'm sorry to see that. I'm sorry. Are there any co-workers you can turn to talk to and see about getting some time to spend with your husband or having someone help you out?
I haven't really spoken to my coworkers about this. To sort of know my business because they are a bit gossipy. So when they ask if I'm okay, it's like they're trying to be nosy and trying to find out what's going on. So I don't really turn to them.
Do you have any girlfriends, friends, anyone that you can turn to just to have a bit of a breather?
Well, I don't really have that strong connection with any of the people that I see. It's more like a work relationship.
Okay, so you keep very separate in what you do. Okay, that's highly understandable. I get how that is at times. So, working towards our goals of our sessions together, we'll have at least 10 sessions, and in that time, what would you like to see come out of this? What would you like to have put forward?
Well, I'd like to be a little bit less stressed. I mean, even just a little bit help amongst everything.
Have you considered any out of work activities to stress and calm down at all?
This was the first real break that I that I've had, that's not, at work or at home, it's just complete break before you go. I'm like complete break.
And at the end of our goals and deciding outcomes, what would you like to have at the end of our session?
I'd like to have a better understanding of how I can help my mother and help my husband trying to get less stressed about financial problems. So work out a plan to fully cope with this thing.
Well, I'm glad to see you have a clear goal in mind. So let's just go over what we've discussed today. We've discussed your financial stress, and I'll be helping you put through a referral to a financial counselor for both you and your husband. I'll put it through specifically for you and make note that your husband will be attending. So with your work relationships, I guess you could try maybe in working with them a little more, introduce yourself a bit more. It might help relieve a bit of stress onto yourself and change the relationship in that workspace. As for your siblings and your mother, I'm sure once we sort out this financial counselling, it will make a larger difference to you both than it really does. With your husband, I will also make sure that we have the work list put through for him to help him with those. I really do hope that we can get through this and sort this out because I would really like to see you in a better headspace at the end of the day. As for your husband's verbal insults, if they do get any worse, make document, keep it on record, just for your own state of mind, and I do hope that it doesn't go anything beyond there. But if things persist, I'm sure that we can arrange a counselling session for the two of you for an open communication if that's something that you're open to.
Yes, of course.
Well, I'm glad to hear. So, I'm glad that you've come here today to see me on top of discussing all of these things financially, emotionally, and I do hope for a better time together with you, and I can see us making a lot of progress down the track. So, thank you, Lee, for coming in today, and I do plan on seeing you soon. First of all, I would like to give you our client feedback form, just for any feedback that you might like to give to me or for the services provided. Just hand that to the ladies at the front desk. And thank you for coming and seeing me today.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with me.
No worries. Have a good day.
It was lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.